After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Legil?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danin lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Eldaman and Sia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened.
But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream.
All I ask is that you do your part. That you fight alongside me. Not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Eldaman and Sia Guard. So, in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Danans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she's absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Serious?
All right.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone...
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay. Here we go!
Stay sharp. We're going in. I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
Go no further!
Now you see what I can do!
Light after light!
Where are you going?
Rage, you have to aim for the bright area on their back!
Far enough!
Feel the flashing part's their weak point.
Now
It's just right laser! Air drop!
Why thank you, your lordship? And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty. Armor won't save you!
Not on my watch!
Eat this!
Rage cascade!
Not so fast! Glimmer I'm just getting started!
Champion Banana, let's go!
Glimmer Dragon! Do it!
Lightning condense!
Burn in hell!
Thunderblade!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
Dance to the wind! Render! This one's mine! Arrow Squall!
Whirlwind!
No further! Storm!
Talon Storm! Ready and raring! I
Dance
can
in the
carve
wind!
through one!
Tornado!
Talon
Hurricane!
Hurricane!
Let's get you all out of the way! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Lightning Orb!
Ether!
Water! Here, water! Hey! One at a time!
Dust to dust!
Spread! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Raging Cascade!
Eagle Guard!
Does it hurt? Here, let me help! No more Miss Nice Girl! Dance in the wind!
Elusive deity!
Sweet now! Take more from the south side! Searing flame! More with that hurricane! Burning strike! Water! Here my cold! Raging storm! Hey, that's far enough! By the power of water! Annihilation!
Shattering!
Thunder! Fury!
Attack time!
Burning! Dance in the wind! Air blast! Photon! Lightning condense!
Fluidity of the music.
And so much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
No, if it's in the sky, it's mine!
Time to deal some hurt! In a bind?
Not on my watch! Do it! I'll heal you all!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! I'll heal you
Eat
all!
this! I'll run you through!
That's right! Healing circle!
Hey, that... Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
I'll face you!
More where that came from! It's over! Lightning! Oh! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Raging Cascade! Take care of this!
Shattering those pieces!
Couldn't make it in time.
Here I go!
Denied!
Resuscitation! I'm on it!
Mega Ray!
Whirlwind snap!
Annihilation!
Super
That's very
Swallow
smart!
Dance! Elusive deity!
I'll heal you all!
Elusive deity!
Healing circle! Dance in the wind! Seal!
Swallow dance!
Thunder! Too much to handle! More with that came from! Here's a healing art!
I can carve through
Heal
armor!
force!
Ether!
Can't get out of this!
Lightning! Tectonic force! Annihilation! Lightning!
Blow away!
I'm out of ammo!
Another incantation ruined.
Lightning orb!
Watch this!
Raging Cascade! Spread! I'm only getting started! I'll heal you all! Healing circle! Raging Cascade!
I'll face you! I'm just getting started! You picked the wrong fight!
Lunar corruption!
I'll face you!
Lunar blast! I'm all stuffed up! Both annihilation! Lightning blast!
Brilliant performance.
Here, let me help!
Such unadulterated fury.
All mine!
Seal! Lunar Parliament Render! By the power of water! Let's go! Let's go! Thunder blast! They're crumbling!
Now beat the crap out of
Forgive me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Take this!
I'm in your debt.
Can't get out of this!
Reload! I'll bring you back from death
Ready to go! Begin!
Deny! Here, let me help. Eagle assault! That's gonna smart. Quiver dragon! Photon dance in the wind!
Elusive deity!
Air blast!
I can carve through armor!
Searing flame! Reload! The best medicine is the toughest to swallow too.
Now this is all mine! Burn in hell!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Amazing! Not in your dreams! Raging Cascade!
Heal!
Lunar correction! Dance in the wind! Attack!
Super swallow dance!
Annihilation!
Quiver dragon!
Here, let me help! Can't get you!
I'm sorry to you, Father.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's in the sky, it's mine!
I'll face you!
Nothing gets in my way.
I'm impressed.
Can you take it? Watch yourself.
Lost!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
I always love the sound of... hammers banging away.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
We finally made it.
calm. A debut performance.
Lunar blast!
I'll finish you here and now! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Resonate with the earth.
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
The tide of battle
Here
has turned!
goes!
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Right. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental? Ready and ready.
Resonate with the
Armor
earth.
won't save you!
Stalagmite.
Did you see?
Sure did. You were checking out Kisara from behind.
I'm like bait to them. Eat this! Watch it!
Take a
charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
It's a duel of the arts. Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
This one's mine. I never miss.
Burn!
Far enough!
Gale force by the power of water. Hear me, flame power to
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can
Coming
I'll
through.
heal you all.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Healing circle. Photon, if they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay? Freezing storm. Ready.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Ice tornado.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you!
I'm on it!
Ignite!
I'll end you!
Firmament Ranger.
Water!
Here I go.
Glacier Spear!
Here's the
Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove! Elusive deity!
Radiant
A debut performance. Your helping me has become a pattern.
for the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Annihilation.
Shattering
Pulsing.
pieces!
Here goes. Lightning
Smash you!
Thunderblade. Lunar.
If it's in the
And
sky,
I'll finish
it's
you
mine.
here and now!
Here goes.
Tornado
Light if I do. Hear me. Light fury. Dance to the wind.
Really?
Let's you all touch the wind.
Elusive deity!
Burning raging storm. Banana. Let's go.
Here, let me help.
Begin!
First aid.
Catapult! Eagle Assault!
Lunar corruption.
On your
Lunar blast. Field. No getting up, please.
I'm just getting started!
Here.
It's on! I can carve through all
One
burn in hell!
Light
Power surges through me. I'm sorry to be a cog in your death.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am! I'll grind you into dust!
Here goes. I'll heal you. Banana. Let's go. Seal.
Elusive deity!
I'll be saving this one. Do it. Dohalim.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis. Water. Hear my
Resonate with the earth.
What raging cascade. Arch field. Not in your stream.
This one's mine!
Such unadulterated fury.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
Here you go! I feel like me again! Armor won't save you!
Rage out. Here I go.
With the earth.
I can't feel anything.
I couldn't make it in time.
There! I'm on a roll now!
Being interrupted.
That's gonna smart.
The earth throbs in pain.
Mega ray. Arrow wall. Cover the capture. Tempest swirl.
Now I'm in the groove!
Dance in the wind.
Hurricane!
Field.
Eagle Fly! I'll tear you apart! Begin!
You're mine.
What? Crumble with that powered sword. Dance in the wind.
Tear him up!
Not on my watch. Back into the fray. Gale force. Lunar corruption.
Here we go again!
By the power of water.
Far enough!
The enemy is going all out. Hurricane.
Rip and tear!
Water. Hear my call.
Here we go again! Glacier Field! Now I'm in the groove.
Wait now, sorry.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
There! I'm all stopped up!
Out of the woods, it seems.
Better!
Can you take it?
I didn't think you had it in you.
Okay. There'll be time to congratulate you later.
Nothing much I can say to that.
Ready to go! Far enough!
Prepare to be sealed.
In a bind? I'm just getting started.
Eagle Fly!
Radiant Storm!
Fluidity of your movement.
It's on!
Here's the evil!
Armor won't save. Now I'm in the groove.
Tempest!
The picture of time feels the hurt. Rip it
Let
tear.
the marksman handle this! Where are you going?
away!
Lunar corruption ends in the wind! By the power of
deity.
Lord of Valentine!
Forgive me.
Light astral energy! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
We may be a touch beyond our depth.
We barely got a look at the thing.
We should be able to cook here. Did we really just spend that much money?
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Get lost! Art expert coming through! Gemini Opera! Dance in the wind!
Resonate with the earth!
Lightning! In
You're
here!
being targeted!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
Lightning!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Now I'm in the
Green Astral Energy!
I'm ready!
What is it? Burning! Airdrop here! Light Astral Energy!
I'm ready!
The astral energy is surging around me.
How do you even know about all that astrally stuff?
Same way I know what you do in the... middle of the night.
What? Are you serious?
Hey, what do you say we fight that?
I'll clear the way through.
I've got your back!
Ignite!
I'll smash you!
Lunar Corruption!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed, but remain ever vigilant. In a bind,
Try this!
This one's mine!
Infernal turret!
benediction light.
There! Into the
This one's mine!
Dragon swarm!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Gotta break through!
You want me? Come get me!
Time for some! Don't mind if I do!
This one's all mine! This one's mine!
Crescent move! If it hides, just bash it out again!
Double demon fang!
This one's
Did you just heal me?
Art shield!
No armor can stop me!
Right.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Double demon fang!
Time for some!
Resistance! Destruction!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Poodle, shake off that water.
Hello.
Huh.
Kisara.
Right.
I bet that one could give me a decent...
Right, here goes!
On your knees.
Annihilation!
Save you!
You're mine!
Are those arms even natural?
Out then!
Aim for the...
In an instant! Impact bomb! We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Eat dirt!
Healing circle!
Shockwave flash!
Alright. Now, where was I?
Prepare to be sealed, those fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Try this!
Look sharp.
Explosive ring!
A thrilling art of being interrupted.
Far enough. The power of
Demon
deity.
Fang! Double Demon Fang!
This now you see what I can on the ground.
Destruction! Crush!
I'm ready to go. And just like that, I'm
Eat
back
dirt.
in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Rising Wyvern!
One mistake, wait!
Sword
Dagger
I'll
blade!
face you! Raining Slash!
Not so fast.
Crush!
Oh, two shots come over. Here, let me help.
Covering wing!
Annihilation!
Now or never.
This one
Can't get out of this.
Slash!
Here, let me help.
Double Demon Fang!
Tempest.
Rising Wyvern!
Here, let me help.
Look sharp.
Double Demon Fang!
Anything in armor is all mine.
On your knees!
One mistake, wait! Do it!
In an instant! Impact bomb!
Enough!
Flame of fury! Don't mind if I do.
Try this!
Burning strike! Horizon ray! This one's mine.
Lightning
An
thrust!
outstanding rectum.
Lunar corruption!
Shockwave flash!
Gemini aqua!
Tiger
Rising
blade.
Wyvern!
Fire ray!
Heal. Appreciate the help.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
So now you're getting serious?
Everlasting darkness.
Negative gain. How do you like being
To stop you
pounded
dying?
into shape?
Right. Be still!
You can swing on.
Spear! Pierce evil!
Lion Power! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malicer!
My pride was my downfall.
I'm
Here's
gone!
a healing art! First aid!
Death shall not be forgotten.
Hear me! Flame of fury!
This one's mine!
Resonate with the earth.
Flaming meteor!
On your
Tree
knees.
Blazer!
I'm feeling so great.
Going
Arch field!
Double Demon Fang!
Confiscate!
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Nice! We've almost got this.
Almost isn't quite there yet.
I like your attitude. I'm right with you, Captain.
Now I can let loose.
Can't get out of this.
By the power
This
of
one's
water!
mine.
Sword
Flaming meteor!
Blow away!
This one's
Crescent
mine!
moon!
Where are you going?
Benediction light.
Here
I can't heal you forever!
Shattering
Raining
pieces!
Attack
Here's a healing art!
Take this!
It looks like we made a mess.
Pierce through!
Tiger blade!
Benediction light.
Slash!
Going in!
Double Demon Fang!
You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
Deity.
Don't mind if I do.
It's on!
I hope this
Eat dirt!
medicine works as promised.
I'm gone! Hybrid!
Hitting
Do
fire
it!
driver.
Johalim!
All yours, Kisara. I lack the energy for healing arts.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys. Ready to go?
It's on!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Air pressure!
Take this!
You're mine!
In a bind?
Look sharp! Time to shine!
Benediction light.
Go away! Anything in armor is
Down! Your art!
This!
We're thinning them out.
Please? More like me.
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slight.
Their arts were interrupted! Flaming meteor!
Benediction light.
Searing
Who's
flame!
next? You!
Reload!
Look sharp!
Sight! It's over!
Elusive deity.
Annihilation!
Super slow dance!
Ready! Gemini Aqua!
This one's
away!
mine!
That's what I like to hear.
Get lost! Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
Radiant Pierce! This is it!
Lion Power!
Like
Do
moths
it! To the flame! Time to flame!
I'm out of ammo.
Do it! Talent Form!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Good.
Really now.
Ну, нам такой огромный отряд нахер.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well...
What the?
Looks like heads.
I always love the sound of... hammers banging away.
think Hoodle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
There! Go! I can carve through walls!
I'm only getting started. Here's another.
We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah, things were looking bad for a minute there.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Do it! Kitara! Frozen!
Hammer! Now that's what I call ice.
Together, I knew we could do it. What is this? Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dance in the wind! Where are you going? Cover the caster! Hear me! Climb the stairs!
You're feistier than you look. Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair. Barely a blip on our radar.
I won't forgive you! Photon blast! Dance in the wind! Deny! Tempest whirl! Hey!
Ready and rare!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Easy! Way to go!
Now I'm in the corner! Armor won't save you!
Dance in the wind!
Sleep now.
Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
A fish!
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! Looks like I lost it. we go. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah. Looks like I lost it. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No... Need to thank me.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Morning. Ready to head out?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Go no further! A freezing storm! In here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Get on I'm not gonna lose with Air Force.
All yours, Kisara!
Dragon Sword Punch!
Take this! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Tiger Blade! I never miss!
Alright, it's showtime!
Do it!
Lightning to Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
I can feel my precision improving.
Finally, some open space again.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Get lost! Pieces! This one's mine! They're surrounding us! Ice tornado! Airborne beast! My own! Lightning raging!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
You see what happened there as you crossed me. You shouldn't have done that.
It's here! Arrow ball! Sweet dreams! Annihilation!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry, I'll help you keep away from it.
Watch this.
Raging cascade!
In here!
More for the stockpile!
Do it.
Steel force! Alright, it's showtime!
Nothing gets by me.
Sparta! Arrow squall!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons. Finally, some open space again.
I always loved the sound of hammers banging away. Hey.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Where are you going?
Not today!
Going in!
Make it rain!
Alvin! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Going in! Dance in the wind!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Dance in the wind! Air drop! Back into the
Take this!
Sleep now! This is something we need!
Do it! Eat this! I'm on a roll now!
I feel sprightlier than before.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arc. When he slows down, that's our chance.
Now take the blade! Take that!
Prepare to be killed. Take this.
I'll be taking this one! Thunder! Too much to handle? Tiger blade! Close fight! First!
In a bind? Watch this!
Shining super nova! This one's mine! Lightning attack! Burning thunder!
We're interrupted.
Do it! Shion! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Get in the wind! I'm just getting started!
This one's
Can't
mine.
get out of this.
Mega ray! Breath! Annihilation! Mega ray! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
We won that by a mile.
Finally, some open space again.
Потому что у меня идет базу. Это что помощнее.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
That enemy looks...
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Look shot! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Tiger blade! Photon blade!
I'm surrounded!
Raging cascade! In here!
Pesky airborne scout.
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Dance in the wind! I'm only getting started!
Armor won't save you. Looking good out there.
I'm just getting started!
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
So those are Dan and Astral Art.
Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemies.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
I can feel my precision improving.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Denied!
Take this!
Don't mind if I do. Right. It's on. It's like trying to keep up with a wall. But I can't say.
Flying freaks! They took her still! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
I can carve through armor.
Water, hear my
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Not today!
I never miss. Not in your dreams.
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
Annihilate. Here comes Mega Ray. One at a time.
Do it!
Radiant storm. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Так, камень бури, кстати.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
Spread. Arrow ball. Here evil. Freeze laser. Ready to go. Denied. Thunderblade. Steering collision.
Got fire!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours!
I think we can get through this.
Not, don't let up until it's over.
This one's mine.
Who said anything about letting off?
You!
Look shot!
In a bind?
Healing cascade. Not on my watch.
Do it!
Kisara. Frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All thanks to you.
Air thrust.
I got it.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Потому что я очень хочу задуматься о пушках.
Some open space again.
Пойдет. Да, у меня этого не было. Вот, мне нужен камень будет.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Зайдем туда, получим камень и махнем посох. Не то чтобы это критично, но пусть будет.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of plants and wild.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. See you tomorrow. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Get lost! Raging cascade!
Be still!
Steel! Glacial steel! Here's evil! This one's small! Freeze laser! Dance in the wind! Sweep now! Healing
Flying freeze! What did they just say?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner down! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Radiant hit! I'll never miss!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Do it! Lock!
Demon's descent! Flashing bang!
Water! Hear my call!
Flaming thrust!
See what I can do!
Dragon form!
Glacial spear!
Explosive ring!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you.
one's all mine!
Lightning orb!
This one's mine!
Make it rain!
Lock!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing bang! Got flyers!
I got this! Let him march in the wind!
All yours!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
It's showtime!
Raining flash! Eternal devastation!
Hear me! Thunder field! Burning water!
Armor won't save you!
In here!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Thunder! I think I'm getting stronger.
Gotta break through! This one's mine!
If it's in the sky, it's
Rising
mine!
Wyvern!
Arrow squall! Glacial spear!
You require help.
Rising Wyvern!
Take this!
Hey,
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
sounds like a job for yours truly!
Denied!
Light astral energy! Magic is there!
Lunar Rongo! Rising Phoenix!
Hear me!
We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Finally, some open space again.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No choice! I'll take you all on! Rising Wyvern!
See what I can
Sleep, don't mind if I do!
Hurricane Burn it hell!
Light stands in the wind!
freeze!
Theon, can you take care of that?
Theon, astral energy! Full throttle!
So I still had room to grow.
Gotta break through!
Take this! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
The enemy wields artillery.
You'll soon see about that! Keep on, Frozen!
Hammer!
Dance in the wind!
You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now!
I'll smash you!
This'll come in handy, not in your dreams!
Crush!
Here I go!
Finish it!
Theon, astral energy! Full throttle! Take firmament render!
Air pressure!
Wow, look what I just found.
Пацаны получать на том же.
I won't forgive you! Ice tornado! Raging storm! Take that!
Come and face me. Take this.
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Radiant
You're mine! Can't get out of this! Win!
Tempest
You're
Storm!
on! Finish it!
Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Firmament render! Arrow squall! Radiant tornado! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I did.
I won't forgive you!
I'm like bait to them.
Not on my watch! I never miss! This one's mine! Arrow squall!
You picked the wrong... We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of them.
Got
Wow,
flares.
someone's feeling lively! Let him marksman! Lightning orb! Lightning
yours.
descent! Thunder wave! Freeze lancer!
Astral Arts?
Lightning! That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Pierce evil!
Dear,
You're mine. Rising Wyvern.
Take this.
Lightning or raging cascade!
You picked the wrong spot. Finish it!
Steel!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. See that?
That training's paying off.
First aid! Lightning
Okay,
orb!
here I
Well then, let's keep moving.
Go no further!
Damn it! Lightning throw! Rising Falcon! Shattering
Pieces!
Leave the charges to me!
Deny!
We're thinning them out.
Please force me.
I'll admit I'm impressed. Very slow.
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
Devastation!
No one can break here.
Mine!
Do it!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
I still got a ways to go. Gotta break through.
No further.
Do it! Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Raging
Eat dirt.
Ready!
Now you see what I can do.
Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Right, next one.
Lightning condemned!
Already on.
Hey, that... Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Do it! Here I go.
Denied!
A freezing storm!
Be still.
Dance is away! Tornado!
You require a hand.
More for the stockpile! Here's a healing art!
Demon time.
First aid!
There we go. Too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move!
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands. What is this?
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. I sure built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
No backing down!
Dance in the wind!
No further!
Sleep now. This'll come in handy.
Eagle
Lunar
dive!
corruption! One at a time!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
And cover the captain!
You're done! All mine! Burn!
Healing circle! Raging storm!
So much for sitting this close. You wish to learn my secrets yet? Nope, that'd be silly.
I'm only getting started! Lost!
Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't.
Get out of my sight line or you'll get hit!
In a vine? crazy thing!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Rising Wyvern! This time! You picked the wrong fight!
Everyone hanging in there?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Double Demon Fang!
Not on my watch! Firmament render!
Demon Fang!
Eagle Assault! All finish you here and now!
Will this help?
Rising Wyvern!
Supernova! Healing light!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
I'm sorry to kick off.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Glacial spear!
It's time. First strike!
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps down is more appropriate.
Let's talk to you more. Get toasty!
First strike!
There's more where that came from.
Go no further! Take it! They're surrounding it!
Take
Rising Wyvern!
Armor won't save you!
I'll heal you all.
Double Demon Fang!
Here's enough healing circle.
Burn!
Raging cascade. In here.
Do it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Freezing blah blah blah.
I'll
That's
run
it.
you through!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me!
Dance in the wind.
Now I'm in the
In here.
In a bind?
Okay,
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
You're mine!
You're finished!
Raging storm. Let's go. Do it. Neon. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Hey, new equipment!
Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Say no more.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done. Here goes. Don't mind if I do.
What's this?
And here, do it.
That's quite a talent.
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad.
And again.
Burn in hell.
Radiant light.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Get lost.
I'll smash you!
I never miss. Thunderblade. Radiant spear. Lightning condense. Thunderblade. Radiant blast. Radiant thunder. I'm out of ammo. Arrow squall. We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
And here, that focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Magic attack.
This one's mine.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I won't forgive you. Art expert.
Now you see what I can do.
This one's mine. Not in your dreams.
Rising Wyvern.
In a bind.
Rising Phoenix.
All right, it's showtime.
We are freaking invincible.
Alvin and the others truly are strong.
What about me?
And they're on my tail.
Explosive ring.
Hollow. Here's a healing art. First aid.
Phoenix Bang.
Ready. Neon. Astral energy. Full throttle. Go. Mega ray. A nice triangle red. Wind astral
Where are you
energy.
going?
I'm ready.
Station. Rising Phoenix.
Where are you going?
I'm on it.
Tempest, you are in good
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Circle.
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
guys.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term. But you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan. Leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being an... Forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
What's that big tower over there?
Ну, сюда мне не надо.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
That food there looks pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I eagerly await the
I should give that art.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah. It can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. Night! You guys ready to hit the road? I know I am.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
In a bind? Freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. A freezing storm. Ice tornado. Don't mind if I do. A freezing storm.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Didn't even break a sweat.
Astral energy, full throttle! Go! Lightning! Don't hit! It's showtime! Raging storm, never miss! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Это то самое место.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
Me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life. What the... That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Enjoy.
Where are you going? Ready to go! Forward up! Here, let me help. Not on my watch! Look sharp! Lightning dead! Thunder wave!
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord? How you up?
Eat dirt! Show me your strength.
Here's a roll! Hey, one at a time!
Catapult!
This one's lightning orb!
Elusive
Piercing ball!
entertain me.
Going in!
Take me.
Photon, lightning step! Thundercloud!
Here.
Hey, that... Lion
Take
power!
this.
Too shy to come over? Here, let me go! Leave the torture! Here goes!
I'll drive you with the dust.
Look sharp!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, wake up, please!
Elfin?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you
I'm
were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Nies, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.